Joining us on the broadcast is defense expert Major Mohammad Ali Shah. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on NewsX. NIA is cracking down against terror in India, as well as cracking down against attempts to radicalize people in order to propagate terror. But is this enough? What else do you think is required?
Priya, that's a very good question. I think we need to educate the society totally that if at all anyone tries to radicalize you or brainwash you or try teaching you wrong things, then what is right, what is wrong, it's perception. So people have to be educated in the right manner. And I commend you and your channel for actually by bringing out this news and educating the society that such things happen in your own home. They happen where you least expect. So they got to be on the guard, they got to be careful, they got to be guarding against the people who work against the interest of the nation. And of course, when they are, the NIA reads at 21 locations in Coimbatore, 3 in Chennai, 1 location in Tensaki, and 1 in, all in Tamil Nadu, in fact, most of them. And then there was, the agency searched places in Hyderabad and Telangana as well. So because there could be an IS module which could be recruiting these people or brainwashing them, I think we have to come in hard on them, apart from doing a crackdown upon them, because you catch one, four other minds would be born, unfortunately. So it's very important for those 4 other minds to know what is right and what is wrong. And people, like, I'll give us one example, like Pakistan, who are experts. They have the expertise in IT, not the information technology, but international terrorism. So they pick up our youngsters, our youth, our unemployed, poor, gullible, innocent youth, brainwash them, train them, and send them back to India to fight against their own country. How ridiculous is that? And people fall prey to their propaganda. That's exactly what's happening. Like we saw the recent encounters in Rajouri and Anantnag. We are seeing in Jammu Kashmir what's happening. So it is very, very important for youth, especially, to know what is right, what is wrong. And nowadays, internet is available very, very freely everywhere. Everybody has got internet on the mobiles, anywhere. So you never know how people fall in love also online. People can get radicalized also online. It is not just that, a person has to be physically present there to brainwash you and recruit you. Someone can beat you online and radicalize your mind. So people have to be very alert. The parents of these youngsters have to keep a lookout on their child, because, for example, there's dark web, and then there is in the dark web, you don't know what's going on. You have no clue. These are untraceable contacts, connections, untraceable, absolutely. Many times, our parents think that the child is safe because the child is not going out to the park to play, or in the football field to play, or going for cycling outside, as long as the child is indoors. But nowadays, even remaining indoors can be very, very dangerous, which we have to, as mature adults, responsible adults, we have to realize. So when NIA raids these places, I'm sure they would be having some specific information. And there's one thing which I used to always keep in mind while I used to do the counterinsurgency, counterterrorism operations, be it in Jammu Kashmir, be it in Manipur, when I was posted there. One thing I would always follow, one ground rule, where that no human rights would be violated, no guilty should go scot-free, and no innocent should be punished. That's one thing. And I also focused on the human rights of soldiers at that time. Now, coming back to this whole point again, we have to ensure when these raids happen that the people who are guilty should not be spared at any cost. There is no compromise on national security. That's the first priority that should be. But only when we secure not just our borders, but the internal security as well, can we work freely in peace. And secondly, no innocent person should be harmed. Should be harmed by, when I say harm, no innocent person should get bad treatment unduly, unfairly, because then what happens? Then that person who is innocent, if by mistake also, if we pick him up and we treat him the wrong way, we rub him the wrong way, he's liable to develop anti-sentiments, which we do not want at any cost. So yes, most certainly, Ria, and I compliment you once again, Ria, for bringing this out.
Indeed, sir. With that, I would like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast, presenting your perspectives.